Jeremy and I, the two scholarship players that are returning, just having to help the new players understand what it means to wear Duke on your chest, what it embodies to be a part of the brotherhood. So I think, just practicing that part as well, just trying to be a leader in that sense. There's so many people that want to play here. There's so many people that have their dream school that wants to be Duke, but it's an honor to really wear it. And you don't only owe it to yourself to, go out there and play your hardest, but to the people in the lineage that was before you. So it's really important to the people that wore it before you, but also to the people that you want to wear it next. So I think, something that my high school coach always told me is that, you want to leave the jersey better than you found it. So I think that's a mindset that everybody should have.
Duke Carolina has been something that I've always watched and followed since I've been a young kid, and I've been really blessed to be a part of a lot of these games as a player and as an assistant coach, and I'm well aware it's my first time as a head coach. And for me, I think it just speaks to the level of success both programs have had. Rankings have never mattered, records have never mattered. When these two teams play, it's going to be a high-level, big-time game, and you have to stay focused on the moment. There's always a lot of noise and expectations, and for us, it's a blessing to be a part of this game. You want to win badly, and you want to lay everything you have on the floor, but I think it speaks to both programs and the success that's been had and that we'll continue to have as time goes along. And the main thing is to focus on the task at hand, and you can get caught up with any buzz or noise or all of that other stuff, which is amazing for our crowd, the way they show up, and college game day, that's awesome stuff. But for our guys, we've had one player who's played in the game, and that's Jeremy. Besides him, for our team, just to understand, this game is worth one. The game before is worth one. The game after is worth one. And so not making more than it is, playing a basketball game, give your best, put it all out there, and then be ready to move on, whatever the outcome is. Of course, the intent clearly is to win.
High teardrop won't go. The rebound tipped around. Curry comes up with it. Leads a pass to Nolan. One-on-one. Smith into the rack. Protecting it. Count it. And a foul on the play.
Jones is trying, and he ties it. They were in real trouble late, and then Tyus Jones started making plays. Race it out, and with the finish, and the lead is up to 6:22 now for Allen. Tatum slamming it home for the Blue Devils.
Well, I can think of a lot of special moments, in the rivalry playing against Carolina, and for me, the last game I ever played here in Cameron was, playing North Carolina. We won by 32, and it was a special way to cap off our careers at Duke. I think about Trey Jones, winning and, having one of the all-time great plays of missing a free throw, getting it back and scoring up, to put us into overtime and then winning. 1 year over there, Matt Jones gets hurt and, really played five guys the majority of the second half. And Brandon Ingram's here, Luke Kennard, Marshall Plumlee, and we figure out a way to win. There's been some big-time moments, whether, like I said, whether it's records aside or anything else, both teams treat this like it's a standalone game, and it leads to special moments, and I've been fortunate to be a part of many of them.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade and our commitment to fuel tomorrow. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. With zero sugar and refreshingly delicious, is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself.
I need to try it first.
A big bow box says a lot about a person. Like they have a mighty hunger, a powerful thirst, and take tailgating very seriously. Game day and beyond, grab a football-ready big bow box.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
And to handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
At Therabody, we believe that everybody deserves a chance to keep going, keep dancing, keep celebrating, and reuniting.
It's never too late to rise. You got that fire in you. It's never too late to rise.
Because everybody is a Therabody.
A big bow box says a lot about a person. Like they have a mighty hunger, a powerful thirst, and take tailgating very seriously. Game day and beyond, grab a football-ready big bow box.
I need to try it first.
As the masked man is up off the bench, number 2, Jaylen Blakes, the sophomore guard, 6'2", 200 out of Somerset, New Jersey, took an elbow in practice that broke his nose. Told us yesterday he was feeling all right, but he's got a custom-made mask made by some former Duke football players.
Yes, those same guys were teammates of Daniel Jones that put together a pad to help protect his broken collarbone back in the day. Now have a company here in Durham producing protective equipment and made one for Jaylen this week.
With Jaylen's case, it was really obvious that he had a broken nose. I reached out to our doctor, Dr. Bytomsky, let him know what's going on. And then we both pretty much agree that we need to get in contact with our specialist, who's Dr. Powers. You know, jump over there, go to the clinic. He evaluates him, says, yep, Jose, you're right. He's got a broken nose. And there's 2 ways to do this. We can fix it now and reduce it here in the clinic, or we can set him up for surgery the next day, talk with Jaylen about what he wants, his expectations, and what his return to play would be like. He decided to have it reduced in the clinic right away, so there was a chance for him to play against Miami.
They gave me like 6 shots of anesthesia to kind of numb me, but the readjustment part was tough. They stuck this thing that felt, I guess for people that it stuck like the COVID, felt like a COVID test. Like it felt like that. They kept it up there. They had these pliers, and then he grabbed it and shifted it completely over. So that was a pain I haven't felt, and he did it twice because he thought the second one he could do a better job of making it look straight. But you know, without pain, there's no beauty. So I think it worked out.
As soon as the procedure's over, Dr. Powers gets a hold of the guys over at Protected and uses an iPad with a special camera to scan his head. Then that scan is sent off to Kevin at the warehouse, and then they download it and they start their process for the 3D printing.
The medical staff here did a great job. Dr. Powers did a great job, so hopefully I look a little bit normal. Got my mask with me, so that's my new identity.
So the mask is anatomically fit to Jaylen's face. Not snug against his face, but just off of his face and off of his nose in order to give them protection. So if he gets hit anywhere in that mask, the mask will push down into his cheekbones or in his forehead and keep pressure off of his nose and dispersed off of his nose.
The people that gave me the mask did a great job where it's not really affecting my vision or what I see out there on the court and just playing with it. So obviously it's for protection, but I can't play like I'm injured at the end of the day. So they did a great job with it. You know, it's molded to my face, so it's perfect. I don't have any loss of vision. You know, I still see everything. So it works out well. It looks cool. It looks like Batman. So I guess I got that new name.
This is our lab space in downtown Durham. We're in the Chesterfield building. This is where all of our 3D printing and manufacturing occurs. We've been working here for 3 years now since graduating and starting this company. Our general process is collaborating with sports medicine staffs and professional athletic trainers to allow them to make custom devices seamlessly through 3D technology. Customers submit a 3D scan to us. We use engineering design and 3D printing to turn around devices in as little as 48 hours anywhere in the country. We're now working with 40 plus NFL and collegiate programs.
Myself, along with Kevin Guessman and Clark Bullitt, we're all engineering students at Duke and teammates on the Duke football team. And we all had different specific interests in the realm of engineering, but found some commonality and an interest in the medical space and how we could apply engineering to help, specifically in sports medicine. We found some use cases for 3D printing to help athletes, for our teammates on the Duke football team, specifically with Daniel Jones. They really kicked this journey off for us.
Our senior year, when we were tinkering with 3D technology and talking to Hap Zarsor, the director of sports medicine at Duke, Daniel had this injury, and it was the perfect time for things to come together the right way and for us to try this in the field with a real application. So using the same 3D scanning process, we designed a clavicle pad for DJ to come back and play through this injury when he was recovered. He came back in 3 weeks instead of 6 weeks, which is what it usually takes. Led us to a bowl game victory that year, drafted 6th overall, and winning playoff games now.
After some of those first couple of cases, our sports medicine staff at Duke really pushed us to pursue this further as a company and something that could be more than just a student project. And their support along the way as we graduated and left school and started a company and learned how to try and grow this from just a project to something that could impact people across the country was really impactful.
It's always fun to work right here in our backyard, continuing to support Duke athletics and the Duke sports family. So we've now made a 3D printed device for 13 Duke sports teams. We've worked with men's and women's soccer, men's and women's lacrosse, field hockey, and even swimming and diving, where women's swimmer last year broke her arm and was able to come back with a waterproof arm cast that we 3D printed here and helped her return from her injury.
The big question for us was, we knew we had done something pretty cool from a technological perspective in our backyard where it was easy, but we had to figure out how to do this at a larger scale across the country. And so that was really, I think, the big hoop that we jumped through in the first couple of years of figuring out how can we take all these pieces and make it easy enough for an athletic trainer in California to give us a call and have a product ready in 48 hours.
For a medical professional to order a product, they take a simple 3D scan on a mobile app, so it's really just as simple as taking a video on an iPad.
Take a quick scan of Kevin, show how this works. So it's pretty simple. It's just like taking a video. Come back around that way, but this model of Kevin's face is building, and then we get a nice 3D scan of Kevin right there.
That 3D scan gets uploaded to us, and our process allows us to design a custom product to fit the 3D scan in an extremely streamlined way. That product is usually 3D printed the same day, so it 3D prints overnight in anywhere between 8 to 12 hours and is ready the next day to ship anywhere across the country. Each part of our process is unique. The 3D scanning application, which we actually designed ourselves with the help of current football player Jackson Hubbard, allows medical staffs to smoothly submit 3D scans to order these custom products.
I've used Kevin before with a couple of our other guys, and even earlier this year with one of our current guys. I used him for a shoulder issue. So now the process has been pretty clean. And then once we really loved it here, we decided to open it up to our other physicians within the Duke network, and Dr. Powers really loved it and is really incorporated in his clinic.
For the case of Jaylen getting injured in practice, I got a text from Jose that same day and said, hey, we're gonna need a mask. And Jose and our company and myself have been collaborating for a couple years to make sure these products would work if this case ever occurred. So we were prepared when it happened. Jaylen had his nose, I think, fixed that same afternoon by the doctor who we collaborate with facial injuries in general, Dr. Powers at Duke Health. And really, when all systems on the healthcare side can collaborate together like that, it makes it really smooth for us. So we got the 3D scan that day. We're able to turn around the product in time for practice the very next day.
The range of products that we can produce just continues to grow. It's an exciting design challenge every time an athletic trainer reaches out to us with a problem that they have, and they just ask, hey, can you make something better than this? And that's really how we've seen this expand. So the same fundamental process of creating something in a custom fabricated manner using 3D printing allows us to make 25, 30 different distinct types of products for teams and individuals around the country.
So they're really an up and coming company, great guys. Again, Duke guys, Durham based. Couldn't get any better for us with those three things.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer.
This conversation is over.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
People have trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments since 1946. That's because we're family-owned. We treat everyone who walks through our doors or visits our website as a part of our family. We have a beautiful selection of jewelry and watches for any occasion. We offer free shipping and returns, as well as multiple payment options to make sure you find the perfect gift. See why people have trusted Reed's Jewelers to celebrate their life's moments for over 75 years.
Behind every journey is the road that got you there, and your Carolina Ford dealer is there for every mile. That's what it means to be true blue. Right now, get great offers on a wide selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Ford trucks and SUVs ranked #1 in brand loyalty. We're going the extra mile so you'll be true blue too. Now get 0% financing for 36 months, plus 1,000 retail customer cash on a new 2022 Ford F-150, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Duke Basketball 360, presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
Inside it goes for Young. Everything in tight inside, so kick out on the left for Grandison. Back inside for Flip. Dumps it off for Young. Right side layup. Good and a foul.
Coming up on the final 20 seconds of this first half. Looking to get Filipowski in the post.
That'll do. 7 to shoot. Inside. Oh, Filipowski came wide open. Rises up. Forced it up. Blocked by Flip. Duke is just taking over in the paint.
When they get Derek Whitehead back, it's going to get even better.
Mitchell.
All Duke out of the gates. Josh Pastner, a minute 14 into the second half. Needs a timeout. Duke is steamrolling the Jackets.
Back up top for Filipowski. Slicing inside. Then it's a Mitchell to throw it down. Peels out of it, finds Lively. Now back for Proctor in the right corner. Lobs it up to Lively! My goodness, a two-hand hammer! Kelly and Maxwell playing catch. Oh, Maxwell got it blocked by Blakes up top, trying a three. Jaylen the other way to lay it in, and he was fouled. How about that? And the Blue Devils are going to leave Atlanta having doubled up Georgia Tech 86-43.
Well, some of my takeaways from the Georgia Tech game were just the way we shared the ball. 24 assists was a season high, only 9 turnovers. Tyrese had 8 assists, no turnovers himself. Really trusted the pass, played inside out. And then on the defensive end, it was one of our best defensive performances to hold Georgia Tech to a season low of 43 points. Great collective fight on that end, awareness, and limiting really their 2 best players in Kelly and Coleman to each, holding them to 5 points. Really proud of the effort and proud of each guy stepping up to do whatever it takes to win. Well, very happy that we got the win on the road. I think it does a lot for our team, and I've always thought about preparation leading to confidence. But other way you build confidence is actually doing it, and getting that in-game experience is one thing, but to do it and have success is another. And for our group, I think we'll really use it to learn from and to build from. For us, I think it really started after the Clemson game. We had a week of preparation before Miami, and getting a chance to take, a few days to focus on ourselves. And the biggest message after that game was just the way we need to value the ball and how we need to work together at a deeper level to get shots every time down. And really since then, our assisted turnovers has been close to 2-1. The last 3 games, it has been over 2-1. And, so that's been night and day for our team, and we're sharing it, moving, and just understanding what's the second action, what's the third action. And for us, practice time has been valuable and it's definitely translated to the game.
Change your Gatorade, bro. Yes, sir, from Punch. I remember way back when. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Cinema Brooklyn has done it. And everybody say, I remember way back when.
Start playing and never stop playing. You get the most from the game when you're having fun.
I remember way back when.
I wanted to work with a supplier partner I respect.
I wanted a partner who respected me.
We needed a partner with employees who care as much as we do.
We needed a partner who values relationships.
I wanted a partner that would help me grow my business.
We needed a partner that would help us succeed.
SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers customer success.
There's a reason every Odyssey is named after the Odyssey. Because the world's most famous story isn't about staying put. It's about being there. So for those who want a story to tell, we have a world full of places to start.
Behind every journey is the road that got you there, and your Carolina Ford dealer is there for every mile. That's what it means to be true blue. Right now, get great offers on a wide selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Ford trucks and SUVs rank #1 in brand loyalty. We're going the extra mile so you'll be true blue too. Now get 0% financing for 36 months, plus $1,000 retail customer cash on a new 2022 Ford F-150, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Now Filipowski, one of his rare touches early. 6 to shoot, faces up, puts the shot up and hits. With the right elbow, inside he goes, steps through, forced it off the window. A strong Filipowski, faces up. He's been aggressive of late, driving, bounce pass, Young for the lay-in.
You expect Flip when he gets the ball down low to take it to the basket, as did Wake, and he drew the defense and then found his teammate Ryan Young wide open for the bounce pass.
Filipowski flashes open inside and lays it in. He's into double figures with 11. His 11th double-double. He's got 10 rebounds as well. Proctor with 3 and 2. Filipowski at 3. Big time! 73-66, 46.2 to go. Flip a dagger in the final minute. No timeouts, though, remaining for the Blue Devils. Grandison lobs it ahead for Filipowski. Behind the defense to rock the rim and say goodnight. 40.7 to go.
Flip has just gotten better and better through the whole course of the season. For us, it really started in the summer, where he was knocked back with the work and knocked back with, the level of physicality, speed that you need to play at. And I give him so much credit for just working. He works every single day with, our assistant coaches after practice. The film sessions where, he can take watching himself and not liking what he sees, or I need to improve on this. And then every moment he's on the floor, he competes. He always competes. For his size to get the loose balls that he does, the rebounds in traffic, has a big will to win, and has really made some big-time plays for us throughout the whole course of the year.
Whips it for Grandison, thought about a three. A couple of dribbles, needs some help. Whips it to the left, there's Filipowski. 3-ball up, we are tied!
Flip with the three at the 8:20 mark, and it's 45-all.
Fed it to Boom, 8 to shoot, wants to drive, got inside on Filipowski. Blocked by Filipowski, off of Boom. It should be Blue Devil basketball. It is! Still holding on it, to the left it's Grandison. Now Filipowski, 8 on the timer, spun to the left, into the paint, on Suing. Give it to him! He baked it home! He'll have a chance for three! Proctor got a hand on it, Mitchell out of there with it. Ahead for Filipowski, in on Mazzilli, the Euro step in the layup to tie it at 63. Drives to the left, got by Lively, off the window, he missed it. Filipowski the rebound. In transition, on the drive, feed it to Lively, what a catch. Fed it to Filipowski to rock the rim. Timeout Pittsburgh. Karen erupts.
Well, being in February, you have some battle wounds from playing throughout the whole course of the season, but especially January. January, I remember my freshman year at Duke as a player, where Coach K told our team, January is where you find out a lot about your group. And for us, we have learned a lot. You have to take what you've learned and now use it for the month of February and going forward. Just the sense of urgency goes up. The level of importance for each game, but then each possession within each game for us is something that we've learned, and it's exciting. February, March, it's a great time to play basketball, and each opportunity you want to make the most of.
Can't shoot. Whips it to the right. Dangerous pass stolen by Roach. In transition, a Euro step, put it up, no. Tap follow, yes! Proctor got it!
It's been the Roach and Proctor show all night. That time they combine on a fast break to put the Blue Devils up 66-54.
When you're in February, it feels more tangible. The end is there, where it's, all right, there's only so many games you get to play. And so for us, enjoying each moment, but also just an incredible sense of urgency. Let's just go forward with everything that we have, each day in practice, each game, and then move on quickly to the next. And that's really, you're playing for a lot, and you talk to the team, and in November and December you want to do that, but it just feels more real. And at this point for our young group, we also understand what it takes and what we need to do.